All right, we need to talk about the jungle or center area in Pokemon Unite. I think people have a fundamental misunderstanding about what is going on inside that jungle because all of the games I've been playing lately, especially games in the master rank, the highest rank that you could play in, I think we are, as a community, very confused as to what is going on in that jungle. Hi everyone, Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw. I have just had so many games lately where people are taking farm from the jungle. Junglers are taking half their jungle, then not making it to lane. So I'm going to give you a very basic overview of what's going on in the jungle, why it is happening, and what is to be expected inside this game. Of course, things change all the time. There are reasons coordinated teams do a lot of things. There are reasons that you might buck the trend and not do something I'm talking about in this video. But in general, I just want to give you all an idea as to what is happening there and why it is happening, why it is so detrimental to even take a single core fish from your jungler early. Let's hop into a game, and I'm going to walk you through it. In fact, I'm going to walk you through a practice game first, and then I'm going to take you into a full game. Also, there's a fun surprise coming later in the video that I did not expect. Enjoy. So this center area here, or the jungle as it's called in most MOBAs, is an area where one of your Pokemon is going to go and get a large amount of experience, use that experience, then make it into lane here. If you're on the grassy side of the map, it means that this Lillipup over this wall goes up. If you're on the sandy side of the map, it means this Lillipup goes down. So I know I can jump over the wall here, and Lillipup will walk this path up. Now, this is not using the current holiday map, but you can see the Ludicolo buff here. Below me, you can see... sorry, it wouldn't let me move my camera while I'm fighting this Ludicolo. Below here, you can see the red buff, this Bouffalant right there. So... what a jungler does is it takes these two buffs as well as the two core fish inside the lane. There is an argument for not necessarily moving between blue and red right away, and it depends on what lane you want to go to. That's something I'll talk more about later. But you take both of those buffs, you take this core fish, and then you take that core fish. The reason you do that is because you want to be level 5 once you leave this jungle. So leaving the jungle at level 5 and being in the lane here at 8 minutes 50 seconds, I'm late here because I'm explaining it, but being in lane here or in the bottom lane at 8 minutes 50 seconds means you're present for this fight right here. In the original map, Vespiquens and Combees, and in the current map, the Bears are there. So being present for this fight, it's for a few reasons. First of all, you want to be with your team so that they can hopefully secure all this experience. There is a ton of XP in the middle right here for your team to secure. Second, you want to hopefully KO the enemy as well while you're there. If you do a great job at this and do a great gank, as they call it, your team could also score here. Everyone can score, everyone can take their experience, you can start to farm the enemy's side of the map's experience, and then once you're done with that brief fight, you want to then head back into jungle. There are two paths you could go. You could go through the center here and take out these core fishes as you go, or you could head straight back into your jungle and take out your first Pokemon there, that Ludicolo or Stantler. So the reason for this is you need as much experience as possible, and you want to make sure that all of these Pokemon are gone and cleared. You have as much XP as you can, and you are then back in lane at 7 minutes 20 seconds. Again, just because I'm explaining this, I'm not doing everything I'm talking about here. You want to be back in lane here at 7 minutes 20 seconds, one of the two lanes for the next fight here for the Vespiquens and Combees. It depends on personal preference, what you like to play, but I often find myself making it to the bottom lane for the second set of bears or bees, and the reason is because after bears and bees, you have the objectives coming up. One objective here, and one objective here, either Rotom or Dreadnought. So that is a very basic look at what is happening in the jungle. Now, the reason that as someone in the lane, you don't want to walk down here and take this experience for yourself is because you want your jungler to make it to that fight at 7 minutes as powerful as possible. The idea behind this lane right here, the center area lane, I guess I would call it, but the idea of the jungle Pokemon or the center area Pokemon is that they will be a higher level than everyone else on your team and everyone else, hopefully on the enemy team, except for their jungler. If you make it to the bottom lane at 7 minutes as Dragonite, for instance, instead of Dragonair, if you are a level 8 instead of a level 7, you will have Hyper Beam, and you will be able to control that fight in a much more dominant way than if you were a Dragonair. In fact, if you get your jungle stolen and you're under leveled and you come in lane as a level 7 here Talonflame and you end up fighting against a level 9 Greninja or Cinderace on the enemy team, not only are they much stronger because they're a higher level, they also already have their Unite move. The fight is kind of a foregone conclusion. So the idea here is that you are able to be the highest level possible for that first big team fight. After that, honestly, a lot of this goes out the window. After that, you're moving between objectives, you're taking team fights, you're clearing out any experience you can find. But those first 2 rotations that the jungler has, there is no reason that you should be taking these Corphish. There's no reason that you should be taking these Bouffalants, Ludicolo, Stantlers, Tauros, etc. There's no reason for it because you want your jungler to get as much experience as they possibly can and then make it to each lane for those big fights. That is essentially the first 3 minutes of the game. If you're in lane, you let your jungler have that experience, and you would really only even walk towards the jungle if you need to stop an enemy from stealing something. Or if you are in the jungle, you are taking as much experience as you can, and you are present for both spawns of the bears or bees. I'm going to take you into a match right now. I'm going to show you what that looks like in game. And again, the big reason behind this is because at 7 minutes, you want to be at one of the objectives, Rotom or Dreadnought, most likely Dreadnought, but you want to be at one of the 2 objectives as powerful as possible so that you can help your team win this first real big team fight of the game. I hope that makes sense because I see so many people taking the experience of the jungler, and I'm honestly not sure exactly what they think is happening, but I'll tell you what is happening. You are getting a little pop of experience, and what you're taking away from your jungler is actually the difference between winning or losing possibly that first big fight inside the game. And from there, the game can really snowball. So let me take you into a game, and I'll show you inside of a match, again, that process of going through the jungle and fighting over that first objective. So now I'm going to take you into a game where we're playing central area. At least I hope we're playing the jungle or center area here. This Gengar is kind of fighting me over it, so we will see if this ends up being the game here. Okay, so again, you see what side of the map you're on. We see we're on the grassy side here, which means this Lillipup is going to go up, and then we attack it, and Gengar's fighting me over jungle. So this won't be the video. Heading to the bottom lane. And now Gengar is attacking a Corphish. I hope this Gengar watches this video. I really do. Okay, round 2. Let's try to grab this jungle again here. Okay, and again, I'm just going to show you a real basic rotation through the jungle. I think Dragonite's probably the best jungler right now, but Talonflame is definitely a great choice to have in the jungle. So I'm just going to rotate through the jungle, up to a lane for that first fight, back through the jungle, and then down probably to a lane for that next fight, and be ready for that first big team fight at an objective. All right, here we go here. Again, we're on the sand side of the map now, which means this Lillipup will head down, jump over the wall, and follow this Lillipup down here. I have 2 lanes that I could make my way to. I would like to go to the bottom lane. I think Slowbro is a great person in lane to try to gank with, especially if they're level 4. You're in a really good position there. So I'm going to follow this natural rotation of our jungler here. Stantler up to Tauros. Both Corphish, and then down to the bottom lane. And I could let my team know that I'm heading to the bottom path here. Looks like top lane's got a Decidueye. Ooh, that's a good lane to gank, honestly. If I was paying more attention, I might head top, just because Decidueye is such an easy mark. You're like, that one. I'm going to gank that one. Okay, in this bush here, hiding. I would like my team to be ready here for these bears at 850, and I am just in a position here where the enemy probably knows I'm here, but they don't know exactly if I'm here. I don't think they saw me in the bush, so we'll see what happens here. Get a good amount of that experience, and we're going to get a KO here. Maybe 2 if we continue pushing. It's up to my team. They are not going to push, so I'm going to move back here. It looks like I'll get a score before I go. Let my team know to retreat, and then I'm heading back to the center here. So you can either take these core fish here and then move back, or you can just head straight back into the center through here. For this one, I'm just going to head straight back into the center. If I do this, my Stantler and Tauros would actually be up in time for me to possibly get them again if I need them pre the 7-minute fight here. It's going to be really close, but I will have them back up. Got my fly now. I could move over here to top if I need to, or I can just continue my jungle rotation and take the experience here. Taking my experience. Looks like they're getting into a fight with Zera here. I'm going to grab a quick berry so I have some health and get ready for this next fight. Decidueye is a great target for me. He has very little mobility. Going to flash out, or eject button, excuse me. And we're doing pretty good. We're just in the position here for these 720 bears. Again, we just want to be ready for all of these fights. Oops, snap back. That was unfortunate. We want to be ready for all these fights as best as possible. Obviously, we're a little ahead there, jungler, which is good. And that's the basic jungle rotation. Now we're ready for this fight here at the 7-minute Dreadnought. We almost have our Unite move. I can head back into the jungle and get it, or I can just take a little spawn here and grab it from my enemies. Or from, excuse me, from those wild Pokemon here. We can start this fight. I'm not necessarily doing this fight. I'm kind of trying to bait the enemy and see what they want to do. But I also could take it. I have great secure. And no one's here. So I'm going to take it. There we go. Just the basic start of a jungle rotation there. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I will see you all next time. Mwah. We didn't even need to use our Unite there. Look at that. Did you see it? I missed it at first. Let me show you what I missed and enjoy the rest of this match. Looks like they are getting our Rotom. Wait a minute. I didn't even notice that. Is that was that Crashy? Was Crashy the Zera there? I didn't even notice that. I'm so dumb. Hi, Crashy. All right. I'm gonna break this. Take some experience here. Okay. I gotta go. I gotta go. Oop. Gotta go. Crashy left. He was like, I'm just gonna Volt Switch back then. Thanks. Talking so much I didn't even notice my buddy was in this game. Alright. Got Dread coming up. Whoa! That's a bad spot for me to be in. Oh, yes. Gone. That goal's gone. Okay. We can take Dread here. Most likely. I don't see... Oh, yeah. We got Zeraora and Zarina top. So we'll take this with ease. Dragonite's like, I'm starting it. I'm starting it with a big old move. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Heading up the top lane here. We actually might make it in time to fight over it. It's going to be close. Ooh, he got it. Someone wants to surrender here? You out of your mind? Why? Crashy's in our jungle. Dragonite needs help up here, but Venusaur is not helping. Unfortunately. I don't know what that's about. This is a fight you want to help. I can't do much here. I'm just gonna get myself KO'd, so gotta go. Okay. Serena's a real hard one to fight on goal. It's just one person. I think we fight that on goal better if Venusaur makes it up there, but no biggie. We're doing fine. Heading to the center here, trying to take some experience.
You're on fire.
Almost had Decidueye there. Almost. Alright, let's take this fast, guys. Okay. And I don't think that Rotom's even up in time to take, so I think this is just a fight over Articuno here. We gotta fight in the bottom lane. I'd like to farm here, but I think, yeah, we take out Snore. That's big for us. Zeraora's top.
The final stretch.
He's gone. I think we take this, honestly. If Dragonite wants to start this, I'll fight with him. Got Serena there. What do we all think? Snore's back. Okay. Pika's got its Unite. Woo! Nice. That's game. GG. GG! Fun game. Surprised to see my buddy Crashy in there. I didn't even notice. GG. Alright, I hope that was interesting, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'm sure this will be a little addendum at the end. I love you all. Goodbye. Mwah!